Good afternoon, all the judges and all teachers and all my fellow contestants. I am the representative from Yothinburana School and I feel so honoured to be here, give you a speech on the topic of global communication. Imagine you are a soldier at the warfront. The battle begins and bullets are flying. Your machine gun is well oiled and ready to fire. You have had a lot of practice in firing range and your aim is good. That is just only one problem. You don't have any bullets. I don't know about you, but I would definitely lose my confidence in my survival chances. But we as a country are facing a similar situation. And I don't mean with Cambodia, I mean with the fact that we are competent in our ability to use all the available tools to communicate globally. But we are not ready for the battle. We are all on BlackBerries, we are using iPhones, Facebook, Twitter, and so on. That's our machine gun. The problem is this: we can't speak the language of the cross-border and international business. That language or the bullets we need is English. Today, I would like to talk about the world we now live in, the world of global communication. But more importantly, I would like to talk about what we as a country need to do to make us have a magazine full of bullets. To express ourselves, we have to communicate. In fact, to do just about anything in our lives, we have to communicate. And these days, communication is not just limited to negotiating the price of a fish in a market or listening to grandma complain in the living room about grandpa who sleeps on the sofa. Global communication means the whole world is at our fingertips, literally. With the creation of the internet, the whole game has changed. Now, businesses can negotiate and create a fish thousands of kilometers away. And if grandma goes on a holiday to America, you can still hear her complain about grandpa in real time. The web, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, Amazon, and so on have changed the world forever. We have to change with it, or face with the consequences of severely limiting our future career paths and money-making opportunities. If that happens, all of Thailand will suffer economically. How has the new age, the age of global communication, or the age of information, how has it changed the world of business? Well, for the first time in our history, an idea is enough to find a global market. Now, businesses hoping to expand the export base find it much easier to penetrate the world economy. And even impoverished communities have possibility to find a global market, even if it's just for local handicrafts or promoting something as simple as brew a homestay. So, what about Thailand? Where does Thailand stand on this wave of global communication? Do you have any idea how much of Thai economy is based on export and tourism? 2/3. 2/3 is a huge percentage. Yet, we do say 2/3 of our population is capable of exploiting the age of information or the age of global communication. If you look for the answer in how many people are using Facebook or how many people have BlackBerries and iPhones, you would answer yes, we are capable of tapping into the world of global communication. And you're right, we are capable, but we are not ready. Why do I say that? Let me answer by asking a question. Who is on Facebook? Oh, maybe that's the wrong question. Who is not on Facebook? Please put your hands up. Only 1, 2, 3. Only a few people. So let's go back to the first question. Who is on Facebook? Please put up your hands. Wow. How many of you are using the English version of Facebook and have friends from all around the world? Only a few. Of course, you judges. So we are capable, but the few I can see clearly indicates that we are not ready. So why are we using the web to make connections with other Thais? I always get the same answer to this question. I feel scared and insecure because my English is not good enough. No, that should not be the answer of this question. You should compete yourself to get into the world of global communication. Our inability to effectively use English has turned internet in our hands into a gun without bullets. That bullets are English language. English is the language of the world, and it will never be a language like Chinese, even if they become the #1 superpower in the world. Even though there are many more people speaking Chinese than English, English is always and will be the #1 language of the world. Why do I say this? Chinese is difficult. It's very, very difficult for all of us to learn. So, whether we like it or not, we have got to learn to use English with high competence if we want our country to compete in the new age of global communication. We learn English for years and years, but why can't we as a country speak it well? I believe this is because it's impossible to stand a pyramid on its head. The natural way to build a pyramid or to learn a language is like this. As a baby, we hear the sounds and see actions connected to those sounds. After that, we mimic the sounds, and then that is the foundation of learning any languages, like a baby. After that, once we can express ourselves verbally, we learn symbols, and after that, and recreate the word we can speak into written symbols. It is only while mastering the second level of a pyramid that we are introduced to grammar or refining a written format. It helps us to refine our written abilities or to persuade and touch others more effectively with our words. The perfection of grammar is down at the top level of a pyramid, yet in Thailand and most other countries, we learn a second language by trying to balancing a pyramid on its head and hoping that somehow it will stand. No, it won't. It will fall down, of course. We spend most of our time in grammar, reading and writing, yet when we have to communicate spontaneously in English, we fall to pieces. Let me give you my own example. I am the one who starts with listening and speaking. I watch lots of movies and interviews, then I imitate what they said. Just in 1 year, I improved my communication skills. After that, I start reading, and then I learn grammar from there. Then put the grammar and all words I know into a sentence, and then a paragraph, and then an essay or an article. That it really works. So I would like all of you to try. Why don't we try something similar at schools and universities here in Thailand? In conclusion, now the world has changed and has evolved from industrial age to digital age. Naturally, there are many challenges, but also many opportunities too. So how are we as a society going to exploit the opportunities in front of us? Sure, we need technical competence, but we also need to speak the language the world has chosen to speak. And that language is no other than English. To grow our society, where not only 2/3 of the economy is based on export, but where also 2/3 of our population speak fluent English, will be a great challenge. But we must and definitely can do it, and we don't have to be scared that we will lose our unique identity in the process. In fact, we will enrich our unique Thai identity. If we start changing the whole system now, Thailand will be well positioned in this brave new world of global communication. Thank you for all of your attention.